Okay, this time I'm going to show you my vintage collection of bracelets and bangles. Okay, so you've seen some of them already in my previous videos, but I have said I want to emphasize them piece by piece. And this is all my bangles and bracelets. Maybe some of them are, downstairs, but most of it pretty much are here. Okay, I'm gonna pull out this display case so I could show them one by one to you. This is my oldest piece, and it's an English themed bracelet. It's not silver. It's pretty weighty though, and this is from my husband's aunt, and she claims this to be over 100 years old. Okay, so it has like the shield there. Oh, it's inverted. The horse, queen, and things like that. Different. Why is there a horse there? Is that a horse? Yeah, a queen, a king, and what else? The only thing is, it's very, very hard to close this. I really have to get my husband to, close this bit. I couldn't do it on my own. Okay, so this is it. This is an heirloom, so this is over 100 years old. Next would be my favorite. I have several. Okay, and this is like a very roughly textured bracelet, and I bought this last summer from Another Man's Treasure in New Jersey. It's actually a 2-story building, and I recommend it that you go there. And these are colorful cabochons, and the tag said this is in the 1950s. So I got this first. I think I bought it for $75, something like that, $75. And then my Auntie Liz gave me another one. So I was happy to see something similar to that. These two are unsigned, so I have no idea. And the other one is a bit bigger. So this one fits me perfectly. I have small wrists, and this one is just a bit bigger. So this is very snug. I love this. I love this. So I don't know who made this, but if anyone knows, then you can probably write a comment down below. And this one has rough like clusters of rocks, but in green. This one is just a smooth cabochon, and these ones are like, if I focus it, there. And the back is just pretty much metal looking. There's not much detailing in the back except for this. Okay, next would be this one. This was the most expensive. Over there is still from Another Man's Treasure, and I believe this is the oldest. I think it's did she say 1950s or 1940s? Somewhere around that era. And this has different charms. And I was like, why is that more expensive? Because they said it's older and it has more intricate details. That's what she told me. So there you go. Green. Oh, did I tell you that when I brushed and cleaned this, some of the pearls fell out, so I had to ask the jeweler to glue them back. And this one is from Another Man's Treasure as well. And I love this. It's like an M&M. The round stones here, it's just so yummy looking. I love it. For those of you who have seen my previous videos, so this is just, basically a repetition, but this time by kind. I mean, what I mean to say is these are all my bracelets right now, because they were all together before. And this one is gorgeous. It's big. I don't know how I could adjust this without having to remove the stone. So I just have to eat more cake, I guess. That's what Andy says. That's what my husband says. And so there. And I've already gained 50 pounds. And I'm still petite. I'm still wearing a PM size for the Hermes click clock thing. So there. I love it. And then this is signed Korea. So this one is big too. And this is from my aunt. And it's just missing one stone. It's not even obvious. It's just yeah, one stone. The bracelets before had, you know, had this like little thing dangling that you can hook on the other part. It's like this as well. Okay. And from a thrift shop in Fort Lauderdale last 2 weeks ago. And fits me perfectly. And another one. This came with a brooch. It's like a cluster of, it's like an oyster brooch. But this one is the bracelet that came with it. This is new. I mean, I got this like just 2 weeks ago from the flea market. So, there. And this is from an eBay lot. I think I paid $45, and I think I only saw 1 or 2 pieces of, you know, wearable jewelry. So I'm not trying to discourage you, but if you're into arts and crafts and you need those bits, you could probably bid on eBay's, because I think it's not worth it. I was just shaking my head, and I did that twice. The other one was priced at $39. It was a lot, but an eBay lot, vintage jewelry, but I did not find anything I like. So I'd rather go to thrift shops and other shops where I could see them one by one, because my earrings were like $7 minimum per pair, and I got them all from thrift shops and consignment shops. Okay, so this is basically a watch that functions as a bracelet that functions as a watch as well. This was included in my watch collection. So if you're interested and you're bored, you may want to watch my other videos. I have a watch collection over there. So this is like an abalone, and this is really nice. Okay. And okay, this is a vintage cameo dated 1905 or 1907, but it's Queen Anne. So it's stretchable. So it's really nice, because I could wear this with my cameo earrings and bracelets. I could make basically like a parure set. And this one. And this one, it looks like my other Korean, but it's not Korean. So I only got this for like very cheap, $5, because she says one stone was missing. I can't even find it. It's here, the one that's missing. I could probably just put anything there. So this is like an arts and crafts bracelet. They have cameos, they have rubies, they have of course fall crystals and pearls over there. And then I call these my Christmas or jiggly bracelet. So this is from my husband's aunt again. This is a Christmas themed bracelet, and this is my jingle bell. It's like I'm wearing a dog tag every time I wear this. And this is by Spidal. There. Those yeah, that was from Auntie Liz. So is this. It's a lock. It's very hard to wear this one. I mean, I can't wear it. I mean, I can't put it on myself. But what I do is I just slide through my it has a special lock. I don't know how to open it, but luckily I could fit my wrist in there. Okay, and this is an heirloom, but this is mine. I mean, I've worn this when I was a kid. I was a little child, little girl, and it's an Italian mosaic. I wish somebody would help me out, but I have two boys and I don't think they have the patience to hold the camera for me. So there. And as I've mentioned, I had the hook replaced just over here, and they heated something, and then I paid $20 just last Saturday for this, and then they damaged some of the mosaic tiles here, but it's not obvious, but it's just very disappointing. Okay. Oh, not sure if this is, I don't think this is vintage. It's a silver thing. Okay. This is definitely vintage. It's a mesh gold bracelet with rubies. 4 rubies. I love it. It's very, very nice. And this fits me perfectly. See, that is a good ensemble. Okay, and another one of my favorites too is, maybe I could do this. Oh, this one is here. This is not my favorite. It's just a rhinestone that's big, and I love this. It has Italian themed charms. It's Hotel Aroma and things like that. Aroma Hotel. And then I have this. It's vintage from Auntie Liz as well. I'm not sure if this is silver, but I asked my son Joshua to polish it, and it came out good with a silver cleaner. I forgot the name. So it's pretty much like new. It's very nice. And this is a matte bangle, and it's yeah, I love it. It's like they call it the tongue clasp, or slide under or slide over. Okay, and then I have this from Auntie Liz. This is a very tiny, but it fits me. It's a porcelain painted Japanese themed bracelet, a bangle. And this one is by Coro. It's missing some pearls, but it's not obvious. I just love it. I would wear this with a cameo, with a choker cameo, and things like that. But I have yet to find a cameo with a silk cloth as the strap. Yeah, there are a lot on eBay, but I want to see the thing first before I buy. That's the thing. That's the problem now. I don't want to do it again. I felt like I was ripped off because the eBay lot got here and it was, I think, less than £2, and I was very disappointed because it smelled so bad. It smelled of smoke and things. That's why I had to brush it, and then so there. It's just not worth it. And this one is still big. I have other big bracelets. I don't know Bangle where they are, and I just love the painting, and I think it's hand painted. I just love this. Okay, and I have these too. Very nice. I just watched the documentary about Iris. She's 96 years old and she loves bangles, so that's her thing. And she says accessorize, accessorize, accessorize. And these are a pair of nickel. I got this for $5. Nickel. I have not. Oh, sorry, it's copper. It says copper on the tag. And this one is from the flea market. I love it. I could pair this with my opal ring and a coral ring and things like that. So it's very cute. And okay, these are vintage inspired. This looks like a Paloma, an Elsa Peretti or a Paloma Picasso. This looks like a David Yurman, and yeah, I have them here. I never wear them though. But this one is for small wrists. It's very heavy, so that is why I don't wear them. And this is by Suzanne Summers. It's part of the Porur. And this is a silver. I bought this from my she's from Argentina, and she used to sell silver. So there you go. And then this is a vintage two-tone. What does it say? Is it Mexico? Which just says TL 33, and it has that kind of bangle again. So it's vintage. And this one is one of my favorites. I think for those of you who have not seen my previous video, I told them about how I got this. I went to the flea market. See, it's a good ensemble too. And I asked the vendor if this is vintage, because I couldn't. There were so many people and I couldn't get my hands on it. And she said, "Yeah, it's vintage because I just got it from that old woman who died a month ago." And she was like, and then she realized, oops, I may not want it again. I may not want it anymore. But I said, yeah, perfect, good. So I got it. So she said, very old woman who just died, and that was the selling point. Okay, I'm gonna get it. So and she was a very petite person. This was priced at I don't know, she initially quoted like $50 for this, but then she probably realized that not a lot of people go there with, I mean, this has a very small circumference, if you know what I'm saying. So it's just for petite, So, and she said, oh, you know what? It's very tiny. You might as well just have it for like, I think half the price. So there, I love it. I love it. And this one, I've done a lot of research, and I can't find anything. I don't think this is vintage. I've seen some things like this on Neiman Marcus, so it has a sign that says LAXJM, but it's pretty well made, and it's really nice. And this one was part of the Porur that Auntie Liz gave me also. You must be sick and tired of listening to that name being mentioned like several times, because most of my vintage jewelry actually came from her. Well, not most, but some. This was from her as well. I think this is like an omega type thing. It's very big. So, and this is like, it's like a leather thing. And then I have this. I'm not sure if it's copper or silver. So what I did was I polished it with the copper or the brass. I polished it with brass, and all the thing came out, So there, please don't ever do that. This is a tiny one. It's for tiny wrist, but it fits me. And I thought it was like an Indian or Moroccan type of jewelry. It's like an Ed Hardy. It has an Ed Hardy feel to it. It has the sign there. I can hardly read it. And then I polished it, and then it became brown. So I think this is like copper. Okay, so I have this. I got it from an estate sale shop in Sarasota. And it's like something that you would wear when you're doing the whatever, what dance did that? It's like the showgirl's clasp thing. Okay, I'm not making any sense right now. Okay, so this is part of the Porur. It's a 24 karat gold plated, and I got this on eBay. Okay, and then these are, I think this is David Yuma inspired. And so I have several bracelets here as well, or bangles, and I still consider this it's not new to me, so I think it's a vintage, although I just got it in Malta at Marks and Spencer. That was a long time ago. That was, I think, 2000, close to vintage, 3 more years. And I have these from Antilles again. Honestly, I don't wear bangles because I have very, very tiny wrists, and all of them I just end up losing all my bracelets and my bangles. So no. And this one is a proper brass. This is very, very heavy, and this is for big people. See? It's like very big. And it's so weighty. It's like, huh? How can I wear this? There's a smaller one though, and they are copper. No, it's not copper, it's brass. And so is this. This is like a part of the brass stork necklace that I have. It was from an estate shop. There you go. And I have these chippy ones. So this is copper or brass, and I have these. Like this is like an Egyptian. It has an Egyptian feel. It's like something that Tutankhamun would wear. Well, I was fortunate enough to visit the Tutankhamun jewelry collection in Egypt. So that was part of my adventure when I was in Egypt. When I was working on ships, I served as a tour guide, and I went to the Egyptian museum, and I saw his, I saw a lot of things there, including his bust, Tutankhamun bust, and all that. So golden bust is what he said. Okay, and this is another brass. So I'm just actually put off by the smell of like the silver polisher and the thing. So, and I can't make Andy brush it or polish it. So it's still, but it looks fine as it is. So there you go. Okay, bye.